Oh, hello gamers. You have no idea what trials I have experienced to get this stream running. Oh my god. Walked through a lava pit. Had to jump 10 feet in the air 2 times at the demand of the jump goblin. He poked me with a stick until I reached that height, by the way. The very sharp stick. I've got stab wounds all over. I'm bleeding out on stream right now. Welcome, skepticism. Waited for the bus and rode the bus here, and now I am here. I don't stream at my home. I actually stream in a box several miles away from my home. So that's why I had to wait for the bus. The bus driver was the jump goblin, by the way. That's why I had to jump 10 feet. The bus was 10 feet off the ground. I had to jump up to the bus, and he kept poking me with a stick. But I'm here, and I'm live. We're going to be playing some Doki Doki Literature Club, I believe. I have the stream title correct and everything else correct. I do have the thing on it, right? Yeah, okay. We got the content warning. We're all good. I think once the ad pops off to get rid of pre-rolls, I'm going to go make my liquid IV drink because I don't have that with me right now, and I want it. Maybe. Actually, you know what? I actually need water, and we're going to do just water. No, I'm going to make... No, we're getting the liquid IV. I'm going to want the liquid IV. I've slept weird, and so my back hurts. I'm going to need that caffeine. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Can you tell I need the caffeine? I think it's pretty clear. I need it so bad. But we're going to wait for the ad to pop, and then once that does, I will go make that drink. And then afterwards, we will get started on some Doki Doki Literature Club. So ad started. We will be right back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. perfect timing. I'm here. I've got my drinks, I've got my water, and I've got my my liquid IV here. I also have something to show you. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I did a little thing this afternoon that I wanted to do, and wanting to do mostly for like ease of function. Let me get some music while we're here. Some ease of function stuff for like the webcam part of the stream. Let me pull up my music because I should have that ready anyways for the BRB screens. There we go. I was like, yeah, something's playing. You can't act like we're not doing anything. Okay. Let's turn that on. But I worked on some new alerts because I've had them tied to the webcam in a way that like I couldn't move the webcam over to a right or left side. Like I had to stay where it was. And so I've untied them from their previous position. So now let me do just a test alert real quick. Let's do a follower. Well, look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. They're a little big. I might shrink them down. I need to mess with the text that shows up that like announces what it is. It's very blown out and it's hard to discern, so I need to reduce the glow on those so that it's a little bit more legible. But otherwise, no, I think this looks pretty cool. Well, yeah, like once I make that text a little bit more readable, I'm really excited to have them and maybe make them a little bit smaller because right now I have to make them really big so that they're at least you can see what's being said there. But goal is I just make sure I want to update those, and then we'll have some pretty cool new alerts to bring into the stream. So let me quick switch into the game here. It's not even my top 5 recent games, of course, making it difficult to open. I remember if this game was a window capture, wasn't it? I feel like I remember it being difficult. Let me see here. Switch scenes real quick. All right, you don't need that. Yes, okay, so it was a window capture. We're good. All right. My voice went away. But yeah, here we are. Doki Doki, we are back. I tried not putting because I put some like I put like this like orange Mio stuff in my my liquid IV drink to kind of like add some more flavor that I'm like kind of missing from the liquid IV. And I'm realizing why I did it in the first place. This flavor kind of sucks. Maybe I won't be like chugging it as much as I usually do. Okay, let's load game. You have any? All right, we were here. We were gonna make our poem. I remember now. After image. Starscape. Clouds. Cheeks. Silly. Pop. Pickle. Papa. Calm. Dazzle. Anime. Bouncy. Adventure. Waterfall. Vibrant. Ambient. Blanket. Cheer. Vivid. Pink. I don't know. I was just picking words. I was trying to balance it, but I didn't. Oh well. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you, and I'm super happy you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Huh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. What? Is this like a translation thing? Is this like a translation thing where some like Mon or Ika is supposed to sound like squid? Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Okay. Alright, well, question fucking answered. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine, fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is shitting at a desk in a corner of the room, looking down at her shit. I walk over to her shit. Hey, shit. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. Never put this man in a room. Never put this man in a room, ever. Don't ever encounter him. Something about a worried glance at Sayori, but the conversation is already dispersed. Everyone's back to the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today, like the sky. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you. You certainly know more about her than I do. Yeah, but she's never really liked this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Suri talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. But no way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Boom. Got it. You win. You got it. You figured it out. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her. So try not to think about it for now. Alright. Hey, you know this person that you've known for your whole life? Have you ever thought that maybe they act differently around you because maybe something about you makes them happier being around you? No. What do you mean? Oh, sorry I said something about it. Just ignore me. Okay. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget, but I already know I will be able to get her words out of my head. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, who should I show my poem to first, y'all? I don't want to do a poll, just type someone. Type someone in the chat. First person to type something in the chat, that's who I'm going to. This is the part where I sit awkwardly and nothing appears in the chat. Just complete and utter silence. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I think we're gonna go talk to Sayori. That's a good call. That's a good call, that person in chat. That is definitely someone else. Let's talk to Sayori first. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. I know that excuse. Can't put that past me. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. Well, you can put it past the main character, I guess. Goddamn. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Right. Put it in the chat. You got 10 seconds. Okay, well, I'm picking. I'm just gonna pick from now on. Well done. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and it's seeing what others think. Guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. Alright, you suck. Gross little goblin guy. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. I guess doing some writings myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself? Huh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Huh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share, and I'm a stupid idiot. Hello, Dada. Yuri thinks for a good moment. I must be terrible. Huh? For me to have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome, how unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Okay. Yuri. What am I saying? Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. All right. All right. We're just moving on. We are moving on. Chairman, do you want to share your poem? Okay. Here. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. I don't need to do that voice. No, I don't. Not at all. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in, or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. Thus the salty air is therapeutic, the breeze is gentle, yet powerful. Jesus Christ. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore, drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Yeah, I don't have the brain to really sit here and think about these. Glad that happened, or what is it? Like, happy for you, sorry that happened? Is that the meme? It's like, I don't want to read all that. Happy for you, sorry that happened. I'm aware the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise she'd want to do something like that. In Rimworld, you can feed babies beer? Interesting. Why would you ever do that? They don't know how to drive a car. How are they supposed to drink and drive? Without, like, you're giving them the drink without the drive. So cruel. Feeds them and they get happy. I mean, well, all's well that ends well. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. That's so funny. Should I write my poem to next? Natsuki. Finally. Huh? This one. It's good. I was wondering how long it would take you. All right. Yeah, seriously. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Especially Yuri. Just keep writing poems like this. That's all you need. You sure that's not just what you want? Excuse me? I'm talking to a pro, you know. Don't you think you should trust my opinion the most? I guess that depends. Aren't you biased towards poems that are more simple and cute? Biased? Of course not. My opinion just happens to be the best. There's one thing I still can't tell. Is Natsuki's actually self-aware of her spoiled behavior? At this rate, I don't know if I'll ever figure it out. Well, a main character. I mean, they're all main. They're all, what is it, like the fucking deuteragonist? We're technically the protagonist, and they're like deuteragonist is back, like, I don't know, whatever the term is. Fair enough. I'm glad you like my poem after all. I knew you'd finally understand. Just keep showering me your poems and you'll be a pro before you know it. Anyway, here's the one I wrote. I'll be your beach. Like, bitch. That's funny. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. Oh my god, they're so gay. Are we kidding? Okay, like, I'm glad that read Natsuki's because it's like, it's very like quick and understandable. These, oh my lord. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Whoa. Whoa there. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little bit more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic than trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Alright, Monica. Hi, have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'll sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. I like it. Really? A lot cuter than I expected. Oh boy. No, it kind of makes me think something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Ha, if you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Sure. Maybe a long time ago. It's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. You might even feel like they've been written for little kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. You're saying Natsuki is like that? Sort of. I mean, she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. You idiot. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. Oh, a beep-boop-bop. Whoa! Thank you for the 15-month resub coat rack. Hello as well, Lily. Moon flower. Is that gonna play? Is it gonna... Oh no. Did it break? Hold on. Did it fucking break again? Give me a sec. Let me see. Okay, so I'm logged out. Let me log back in. Okay. They said they made updates, I guess. Send test message.
This is a test message.
Okay. It's working. How do I replay the grabba? I think it's in the other activity feed. The one that doesn't work. Yeah, the fucking the activity feed for Stream Elements just does not work. Give me one sec. I have an alternative route to resolve this. Bye-bye boobop. Let me see here. Activity feed. Let's replay. Bye boobop. There we go. Okay. That's awesome. So that's not working. Okay. The URL. We copy that. Maybe it's different. The URL changed. It did not change. Refresh the cache of the page. Let's try this again. Replay this again. Let's see if this will work. A beep boop bop. Okay. Well, that's not working. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. That sucks. God, this thing breaks, like... Connected to Stream Elements. Reconnect. Okay, so I've reconnected it. I'm going to try it one more time. Because I just want to make sure this is working. A beep boop bop. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working. That's unfortunate. Okay, well. Oh, fuck. Shit. How do I go back? I didn't read the rest of it. Hold on, can I Google this? Doki Doki literature club. What is it called? Like the lady that knows everything? Poem. I need the poem. Can I get the... Someone have the fucking poem? Okay, blah, 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 dry quill. Okay, there we go. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Okay. Interesting. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put much thought into it. I just love how that's his response to like almost all of her fucking poems. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. I mean, one-dimensional? Ah, yes, that. Oh, I get it, because they're, like, in the game. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Much more encouraging that way, and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing that's different is Sayori isn't here. Oh, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? Thought it was just to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times not to go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? Much for you two being all lovey-dovey. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so just... there's a difference between blowing past a question and what just happened there, which was bulldozing. Straight up, like, wrecking ball, knocking the question out of the atmosphere. Let's decide where everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right, Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Terry will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Suri enough credit, but all the things I can tell, things are all harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, one who's truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. It'd always help me out as well. I would really appreciate that. I was just suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's going to give me a choice. You shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Reistec might not be able to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you were just making excuses for Reistec. What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? So who do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Reistec to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet. I'm sure he's interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry, I was just saying, though. Please, can we settle this already? Yeah. Reistec, are you okay with this? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. What if we help Monika? I think that would be funny. Would we help Monika? Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work the most suitable for one person, but you've already have Sayori as well. But he was the one who... That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Whoa, excuse me. Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want the event to succeed, we need to appropriately distribute our resources. You're gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Reistec to help one of you two, so I guess that's what we'll do. We'll help Yuri. I'll probably be most helpful helping out Yuri. Are you serious? To be fair, Natsuki already had... This is my rationale. Okay, I've got rationale. I figured this out. Natsuki already had planned to make the cupcakes and therefore has already planned to do so by herself. But Yuri did not have a task until just now, so therefore it is better to help Yuri. Rationalizing after the fact. The best way to negotiate. Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a habit of overthinking these sort of things, but I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Reistec? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Reistec picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. Nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. Oh, wow. It's starting already. Oh, boy. Y'all, we are only 46 minutes into the stream, and I am already losing my throat. I gotta figure out if there's a way to do this. There's just so much reading, and my voice is already, you can hear it, my voice is already going. I don't want to just sit here and read it silently, though. I feel like that's part of the experience, is reading it out loud. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. And she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm going to say this. You better bet my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, guess let's head out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. Not like I should matter. Either way, I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. Forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out where you're overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. He looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too, I guess. I mean, it's just whatever. It's just there's a fucking girl coming over to my fucking house. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? No thanks. Oh, there we go. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously, can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. Not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. But what Sayori said and what Monica said, Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that I made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Reistec. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it always has been. I recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess, because I end up cleaning it for you. I mean, you suddenly wanted to come over today. Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how do you know that? Yuri had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan a meetup or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Yuri stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior seems really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Reistec. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. You are not allowed to be sad. Something happened. You can't be sad about things. Nuh-uh. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, but you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you? Guess I have no choice. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh, really? Who could have guessed? Have we reached a scary moment yet? No, we have not. It has been pretty normal. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having it spend it with me? That's what it feels like. I mean, I would consider this a scary moment. Technically. It's pretty scary. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. If I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Don't laugh after that. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends with and getting closer with everyone in the club Made me feel like a spear going through my heart. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads into nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. Only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I mean, that inflection was fully not intended, but it was incredibly funny. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's all I'm going to accept these punishments because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabs Sayori's shoulders. Hold on. I need to lube up. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Reistec, Sayori. I don't care if you're selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I would never have it any other way. Reistec, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Reistec, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away, and if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. Yeah, because that's gonna help, asshole. Most fucking self-centered person on the planet. I'll get mad if you don't. Jesus Christ. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah, Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you do that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry, I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Say goodbye to Sayori and then exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. It's like, yeah, that friend that just finally confessed, even though it was fairly obvious that they have depression, severe depression, and have self-isolation tendencies. Yeah, I can't really worry about them too much. I have another friend coming over who's looking hot as balls. Let me save. I never save games like this, where it's like separate save files, and so this really hurts me to do, but I'm just doing it anyways. Okay. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worried about her too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. So I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Well, before we begin that, I think we go to a BRB real quick, because I have to pee. I'm going to quick save as well. Over that save that I just made, because I think I should. I gotta go pee, and also we're gonna run an ad here in a little bit. to get rid of pre-rolls for another hour. So I think this is a good time to stop before we get into more Doki Doki. So I will be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Feel free to take a break yourselves, get up and stretch, get a snack, use the bathroom. And I will see you in a few minutes. Shit. I forgot to actually run the ad. And so, now we have the ad running right now. Whoops. My bad. Give me 1 sec. I gotta go do something real quick. I'll take this time to mess with them things for a moment. Okay. That's something I'm going to have to mess with another time. Probably just after the stream, I might just mess around with it. Anyways. I had to take my sweater off, by the way. I was getting very warm. Let's get back into the swing of things. Am I in the right? I don't feel like I'm in the right spot. I get my chair right spot. Okay. Now I'm like, does my sweatshirt really make me sit that far forward that I have to like move my fucking camera? Weird. All right. Anyways, Yuri. Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry I wasn't home yet. Weren't you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. That was not Yuri that said that. But I just started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could always have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It'd be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Fucking goddamn. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I gotta hope I got everything. Why is my phone stream so far behind? I use it to like monitor the stream. It's like it is incredibly behind. Okay, there we go. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel... Oh. Hold on. Yoko Shinshogo. Thank you for the follow. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed if you saw my room as it was just like messy everywhere. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Oh, that would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. Snatch Yuri's wrist, which is in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. Puts both her hands firmly on her lap as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. She just like starts stealing all my money. That was like my money drawer, and that was piss drawer. Mom almost found piss drawer. So, we get started? Oh, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. Didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course, I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. Easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. God. Can we I said this last stream, but like, can we just take the player character, put him in a box, ship him off, and get a new one? I really would like to get, like, where's player character 1.5? Because 1.4 really sucks. They need to make some updates here. Fix my camera again, because I can't ever have it in a place where I'm happy. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. Kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Nope. Is that so? That is one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself, and even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection, almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, the thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole on the top. Wow, it smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, it's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the event because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. What the fuck? Who says it does sound suitable? I think we need player characters 0.6 1.6. Need to get even further away from 1.4. You seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. May attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. That's how I imagine her laugh. She giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just us two? She also did spritz the room with relaxation dust. Just straight up sprayed us with relaxation, the energy of calmness. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Reistec. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels. Yeah, we really did just like say, oh, this is the job for handwriting. Mine sucks. I want to help that one. I want to help that one. I want to do the one where I write stuff a bunch, even though I'm bad at it. That was what we call in the business an exhale burp. So it's when you burp and you exhale, and the burp just kind of rides the exhale out. It's due to all that jasmine in the air. It's really relaxing my bodily functions so that they start to blend together into one harmonious function. Pretty soon, I'm gonna breathe out, I'm gonna fart, I'm gonna throw up, I'm gonna sneeze, I'm gonna blink, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna lose my mind. Yuri unravels a long strand of ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Oh, well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? Promise you won't be weirded out? Yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is, the combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. That's funny. You're laughing at me. I should have actually laughed because that was weird. No, I'm not laughing at you. I just said it's funny. I find it funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess, but I think it suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a cool looking knife, I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Well, usually knives are made of metal. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Reistec, what did you do that? I didn't expect it to be sharp. 1.7. We're moving on to 1.7. Farther away from 1.4. Barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. Small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Oh, she stares at it and noticeably fidgets. You're squeamish. I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Oh. Pause. She does what? Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Do I need to add another warning to the Twitch stream? I'm not I don't want to read that. Hold on, can I just do, I don't know if this is working. Hold on. Give me a sec. Let me see if the AITTS will read this for me.
I feel her tongue curl around my finger.
Okay, well, the channel points one works. I don't know why the sub reward didn't work, but at least I didn't have to read it. Startled, I instinctively pulled my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. It's also the weirdest thing you've ever done. Blood for blood god. Blood for the blood god. How could I do something? How could I do something like that? I'm not supposed to be collecting tithes until December. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. And she just throws up. The blood tasted awful. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? You mean you're gonna sit here with her for the rest of the afternoon if she just sucked on your finger, you weirdo? Alright, you know what? It's 2.0. No, we need a 2.0. We're going from 1.4. We're all the way to 2.0 now. We need a 2.0. I know what's gonna happen. I know what's going to happen. I have deductive reasoning skills. I know what is about to happen, and I hate every single word of it. I don't... This guy sucks. Please let this be. Please let this be. Can we get a visual demonstration? Yeah. That's all. I hope that's all it is. I hope it's just. It could be. But I hope it's just. We'll find out. Reistec, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Haha. I knew that would be a bad idea. Yeah. Can we maybe not... Can we stop this weird back and forth? Next she's gonna go... Ha! Just take the whole fist. Everyone in this game is so whack. It's like they're weird and they're like quirky, and then there's the main character who is just the worst person on earth. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. Well, it did say the jasmine enhances emotions, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, let's move on. You're so weird. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Yeah, like nothing ever happened. I'm glad. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water, I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. What the hell? Is this a non-American thing? What the hell do you mean a bathroom cup? What? Let me ask the follow-up question that I think we're all wondering. What are you drinking in a bathroom? What liquids could you be drinking in a bathroom? Definitely none of them. It shouldn't be any of them. Not a single one. Put them on a plate to catch any paint drips and then bring it back into my room. Could be menstrual cups. Would it be great? Yeah, that's like 5 times weirder. It's like, yeah, let me grab menstrual cups to put paint tablets in so we can paint this banner. But then even, hold on, I have to Google something very strange right now. I need to know what these items look like. They're just like, wait, what the fuck? That's a bag. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Yeah, that would not work for paint. At all. That would not work for paint. It could be tiny Dixie cups. Yeah, those are like, but those are like, those would not be bathroom cups. Those would be like disposable cups. They're like, oh yeah, the bathroom cups. Everyone keeps the bathroom cups in the bathroom so that they can chug their own urine every single day. It's not supposed to go in the toilet. It's supposed to keep going around. It's the water cycle, as they call it. All right, we put the cups on the plate. Kept in the bathroom, but then why are we keeping cups in the bathroom? This goes back to my original point. What will we be drinking about with cups? Googling bathroom cups does bring up the paper cups. You know what? The bathroom cup over greater than poop knife. Straight up, like, having a full-ass meal in the bathroom, drinking my piss-filled bathroom cup and chopping up my poop for bite-sized pieces. You can drink water from the bathroom tap? I don't. I mean, when I brush my teeth, I'll swish the, like, water in my mouth, but I never drink it. Especially with the area in which I live, drinking the tap water is not the greatest idea. It's better to drink it when it is filtered. So I don't drink that water. I don't even drink shower water. I used to when I was little. I'd, go in the shower and just go, and let the water fall into your mouth. Not anymore. I don't do that anymore. You put that water in your mouth. How is that different? I don't drink it though. Like, it doesn't get consumed. It gets spit back out. It doesn't enter my system. Anyways, what's up, Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. You still absorb stuff through your mouth? Well... Whoops. Oh, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. I'm guessing so, considering that it was talking about how the knife, she's like, oh yeah, this thing can just cut through skin like it's nothing, and then proceeds to have that interaction. I would not be surprised. So, yep. Anyways, so I thought we could do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. You're trying to... What do you mean simple? A gradient? Trying to paint a gradient? Are you nuts? Starting with the colors for the sunrise, then daytime, then a sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, we'll write an inspirational quotes across the banner. You can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. What about that is simple? The easiest place to make a gradient is on a computer, and even then they have problems. Are you nuts? What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. You say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. Watercolor is easier? Ah, yeah, that's true. It is watercolor, technically. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Rumbled, you can steal organs and blood from prisoners you need to guard for quests. Well, like Yuri did when she suckled on my fucking index finger. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Oh, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's just like when I can spend time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Interesting. Tell me more about this. Just having a friend next to me makes me things feel a little bit nicer. Parallel play. You got it. You got where I was going. I think it's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Why are we throwing our entire bodies to reach something across the table? Okay, we got desk here. I can reach... Here, let's see. Oh, would you look at that? I'm barely moving to reach something across my desk. Wow, that's crazy. I'm not lunging. God. Maybe the table is big? Yeah, that's true. We are making like a big banner that's supposed to wrap her. Yeah, you know what? The table's probably big. You know what? You're right. You know what? I should shut up. I did the funny thing where I mute my mic to say that I shut up. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. God. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. I return to my noom in Nyamanyomona. Whoa! This is a little... God. Just the full perspective shift threw me off guard. Here. I pat down Yuri's face with a neck with a towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? That is the first time the main character, the player character, has like ever made sense. They have ever said anything that like makes sense and doesn't feel so out of place and or like the worst person alive. That is just the most normal thing that could ever be said. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Is she fucking drugging me? Is that not jasmine? Did she put like chloroform in the aerator in the aromatherapy device? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrists send a tingling sensation through my arm. She's got fucking pinprick needles injecting me with heroin. And suddenly her face seems too much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Oh, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Maybe it's all the jasmine oil. It's making all the emotions high. And then also she put straight up chloroform and we're literally in the process of trying to fight the chloroform as we work on this banner. That's why we're lightheaded. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that has just transpired. Also, welcome, Reed Blower. I didn't say that before, but welcome. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling in the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. What? Hold on. Oh, look at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. Okay, I'm just dumb and can't read. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. You gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. Needs to try first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Ugh. Haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were the least bit enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Oh. You don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Ugh. Well... Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need to bring tomorrow. Whatever. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Reistec. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Okay, can we pick up? That scared the shit out of me. I kind of like that about you. Where'd the music go? Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Why the fuck is she jumping? Sayori? Huh? Hi, Reistec. Sayori, just now we weren't... It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Oh, well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really being mean to me. I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. You made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start falling down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Reistec? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be all so much better if I could just disappear. Uh-oh. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Is therapy not a thing in this world? I mean, there are several reasons why someone may not have access to therapy, be it financial, location, and or the depression may just be making it kind of hard to access the therapy. In reality, these characters all serve to be... I don't fucking know where I'm going with this. I don't know. She probably just fucking doesn't want to go. This sounds like the way she describes herself is very not inward looking in terms of caring about herself. She does not see self-care as something that she deserves and or something that she should do. So she probably just, yeah, high schoolers, less access if they don't want their parents to know that as well. But the vibe I get from her is that she's very overly overly trying to help other people and leaving herself in ruin because she doesn't see it as valuable or worthwhile. She sees it as being selfish, as she put it earlier. So that would be my guess. Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. God, this guy sucks. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. Wait, what? Hold on. Did I read that right? Like, caring about you like this is, oh, okay. He's saying that, like, okay, I see what he's saying. Still sucks. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. God. But Sayori looks away. I put my hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Reistec. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, Reistec. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I always said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? God, I hate this fucking guy. Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. Well, it's not this. That one. You'll always be my dearest friend. That's the least of the evils. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and will make you happy in the end. Ugh. Can we like... I hate it so much. I promise I'll help get things back to the way it's the like... I haven't articulated it, I just keep saying I hate it. It's the like... aggressive like pushing of expectations on a character that is expressed they are in a very delicate mental state, and it's just like, I will do this, and you will have to do this, and you will do this for me, and then I will do this, and then you will do this, and then we will do this. It's like, that's not helpful at all. It is actually very detrimental, because then it's putting more pressure on this person, and it's, we need 3.0 now. We're all the way up to 3.0 now. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want it to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Reistec. I trust you with anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Can't scream, I'm in an apartment. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. She looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Damn. She just dropped to her knees, screamed, got up, smiled, and left. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more I could have done. Yeah, there's actually a bunch that you shouldn't have done. Let's put it that way. Most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Hi, Dawson. He's here. Get a quick cat time and then get back. He's here. Hi. He likes head scratches. He's like fully laying into my hand. Hi, Dawson. Usually you're still napping, buddy. What you doing? My goodness. He is fully going for the head scratches. Alright, buddy. I got to play more game. Alright, I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they are. My son is here. Big time Dawson moment. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expect this one would be where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki does about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Reistec, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Oh, that was a big yawn. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monika would like and submitted it. That's the one I'll be performing. Surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful. Wow. Self-reflection? Who could have thought? I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. I wonder. Maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Reistec. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? Makes me really seem like the bad guy here. I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Ooh, creepy. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. That line that Monica says, yeah. Oh yeah, they really did. By the way, for those that are just joining the stream or that have just like first joined this stream, I do know like some of the big plot points of this game, but I don't know like all of the nuance of the story as a whole. So I do know what Moonflower is saying in chat. I do kind of understand some stuff. But the rest of it, like what happens, I don't know really kind of like know the cadence of everything that happens. I just kind of know like some of the big story beats. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? Flip to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. So it's just get out of my head a bunch, a percent sign. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Boop. What is this? Reading the poem, I got a pit in my stomach. Reistec, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. Or more than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Oh, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh boy, here we go. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. All she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, and she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? My heart is... I know what happens, but my heart is beating so fast. She leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh! It said something about alive. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Woohoo! Let's go, everybody! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. Told her I know what's best, that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning her down her confession, that has to be what have pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? It's my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. Can you actually check the file game script chapter 5 at line 307? Let me see. Let me see if I can. me a sec. Let me find it. And or trace back TXT. So I'm wondering if it would be in my Steam files. I doubt it, but it could be. Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. So we got a couple things. All right, we got a couple things. So we've got all this stuff. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. renp execution Python, I'm assuming. Execution.py in run context file, remove, start, self-hide, self-store. This is all just like a bunch of Python stuff. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that like jumps out at me. Okay. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think, you know what? It'd probably be okay. So this is just the same thing over and over again. Interesting. Let's open one of the earlier saves. Last time I saved was way, or like a while ago. Let me see, go to the game. There was another one in like, what was it? This is all Python. Not opening up Python. What was it? Game. It was script chapter 5. Can I open this as a text file? Hit it with Notepad. Oh? Made with RenP, there's a little devil inside all of us. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing... Dawson, get off the desk. I love you, buddy, but get off the desk. Is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their host, seeping through every little crevice they can find, into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food or in a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mess is already present in every single one of them. That's why I choose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Okay. So it's kind of like all of the characters were made to be depressed. And or have some sort of something going on. Interesting. And then what was it? It was line 307. Let me reopen this, but with Notepad+. That will actually give me edit lines. I'm not updating. So line was 307. Okay, 307. I can't even read it. It was the script that was being used at that exact moment. Oh. Writhing, get off the desk. Interesting. Is that it? Okay. Well, that was everything that I could check. Interesting. Okay. That I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can ever bring her back. Dawson! Get out of there! He's behind my desk and I just saw him peeking up. Do I need to open the slider door? to like occupy your mind? Hold on, let's get through this real quick and then I'll take care of him. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth it more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. Oh, the exact line is Sayori wouldn't do this. Oh. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Oh. That's new game. I have my save games. Do I go back all the way through the... I should have saved. Shit. Nice time to get cursed, for real. Alright, before we do that, I have to use the bathroom and I need to give Dawson some mental stimulation or he's going to annoy the shit out of me. So before we continue, confessing wouldn't have saved her, by the way. Yeah, I figured. Also, give me a minute. I didn't even get a chance to figure that out. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go use the bathroom and handle Dawson. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm just gonna run the ad to get rid of pre-rolls for another hour. And then once those are done, we will resume. Okay, I am back. So there's a lot to get through to get back to where we were. To like do the other option, and it seems like that's not even really gonna change much. Is it, do we speed through? I think we could skip. So I think if we, oh, file error, characters Sayori character file is missing or corrupt. Starting a new game. Damn. Okay. Interesting. Skip scene dialogue and settings. Oh. Wait, what is... Oh, that's... Okay. Well... Well, that's not right. That's, gibberish. I see an annoying girl run toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Used to walk together to school on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up for her. TTS that? Can I? I can't even copy it. I can't even copy it. Damn. What girl? You know? But if she's going to chase after me like this, I'll almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Are we gonna see what she looks like? Oh! It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups just walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Oh, really? Oh, my save slot's gone? Oh, shit. That's interesting. It actually removes the save files instead of just like, oh, new game, save over them. I don't know. I've always walked to school alone. I can always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. Perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club. It's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I just realized why my phone is being so slow and so behind. I turned off low latency player. There we go. Now I should be able to see my stream way more accurately. Alright. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Reistec? Oh. Monica? Oh my goodness. I totally didn't expect to see you here. Oh, you mean true? It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. You know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really, you quit? Yeah. Be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Jesus, there we go. I was struggling through those ones. Much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Oh. Let's chill out for a second. A literature club. We don't need to fucking glitch at me. No need to zzz in my vicinity. What is... Sorry, I saw like a shadow moving. Wagging around in my eyesight. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Oh, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Monica say she? Oh my fucking god, here we go. We're back to Scumbag McGee. Hey, Reistec, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Reistec, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Okay, I've had enough of this. Can we be a little normal, please? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Reistec. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, who are all children, by the way. And this game makes... Whatever. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? But... No, I'm not. Natsuki, girl with a sour attitude, whose name apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Interesting. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, both of you. So I ran into Reistec in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? No, that is not what happened. We are not lying here. I did not decide, I was dragged. Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you not to let me know in advance if you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry, I didn't forget that, I just happened to run into him. In that case, we should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Reistec? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. There's a fucking fruit fly on my monitor. This is why I didn't want to open the slider. The things I do for that little rat. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. It's giving not that's enough slices. What is? Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your... Hold on. Yeah, I'm confused. Especially when something just doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Oh, the fruit fly? Oh. Fucking menace. Making me open up the slider and now I have fruit flies. I swear, there's like we have a thing. There's a thing by the slider door that's supposed to catch the fruit flies. They're supposed to go and see the funny light and be like, haha, funny light. And then they get stuck on the glue and then they die. Oh, I bet you that's probably full already. I probably need to get a new one. Need to get a new thing for it. Confident we can all really glow from this club. Right, Natsuki? Well, guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Reistec, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is... Hold on. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. This is stuff we've already done before, haven't we? Should I skip this? I can't skip it, apparently. Telling a good story in such a form... I think it's more if you, save and reload, then. Probably. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. Desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. You all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Reistec? Hold on, there's still one more problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica, you may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. Still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Reistec. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'm a total piece of shit and will join the literature club. One by one, the girls light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Reistec, I'm so happy. You can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Reistec, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I just need to make most of my circumstances and sure, good fortune will find me. Hi Dawson, I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Sure. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. When he gives me allowance, spend times with me. I'm not reading I like when Papa every single time. When Papa spends time with me. You know what? Fine, I will. It's for the effect. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home just before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like Papa when he uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Ooh, interesting. All right. Sparkle, ambient, memories, peace, marriage, misfortune, marshmallow, crimson, death, contamination, imagination, milk, heaven sent, melancholy, sensation, Papa, fun, depression, sugar, poof. Interesting. You know what? Interesting. Hi again, Reistec. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh. Thanks for keeping your promise, Reistec. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh. Oh, it is falling apart already. It is falling apart so fast. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's interesting. Take it a screenshot for later. I need the thumbnail for the VOD, but no, I can't read that, but Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Interesting. I'm sorry, Reistec. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. It only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. I think Monica is reverse flashing you. In what way? Like the like I jerked you off at supersonic speed Barry Allen type thing, or like resetting the timeline? Yeah. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then I forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. All of it. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh my god. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, if you can read it at your own pace, I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I can't catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. I thought it was Yuri talking. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll just definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I looked at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and all the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like she was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Reistec? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Okay. Yeah? Really? And suddenly... Wait, what? Why did I feel like that was supposed to be like a song? I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I don't know why it made me think of Wonderwall. It's like for some reason the suddenly triggered Wonderwall in my head, and I was expecting like something like after all and then then suddenly it kind of like similar like tonal vibe. I don't know. Having fun finding the script files being used as you play. Hell yeah. I hope there's another bit where we get to dig around in the files. That would be fun. It's apparently exclusive lines. Interesting. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly wet. What? Sorry, just... Oh, so those lines don't show up in the history. That's so funny. I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That shit means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh. Okay. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh. Yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry, it's not that I don't want you to, it's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. This is interesting. I wonder if this is like another thing at play where our character kind of slightly remembers things from previous like timelines, because like she mentioned enjoying like the kind of like parallel play thing, and then that's what's happening right now is we're offering to do that. I don't know. I mean, our character did say that he also likes to do that, but he sucks, so I'm not giving him any sort of benefit of the doubt. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. I'm having so much fun with this. This is great. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. I mean, Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and then hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. Wait, hold on. I need maps. I need a map of how we're sitting. I'm assuming I'm on the left. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Nope, I'm on the right. Whatever. Fuck me, I guess. Yuri takes her left arm, and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Actually kind of distracting me, as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision. Oh, are you ready? Huh? Turn the page. Sorry, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I just saw like the eye quickly look at us. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? You're a fucking idiot and you don't know how reading works. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. Shit, I can't read. What's all them symbols moving on the screen there? Where are you getting all this information from? I don't know where you're... What is that? Words? Haven't heard of those in 5 years and haven't read them in 10. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Alright, weirdo. My thumb gently letting go of each page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Huh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get to that yet. I don't know why that came into my head. Haha. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Reistec, did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. He just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Didn't bring a fucking bookmark? Who should I show my poem to first? We'll do Natsuki. Told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. Didn't even evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, this is the Eagles Can Fly one. Interesting. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. Seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat on its purpose. I think it was fall flat on its face last time, maybe? I don't know. I'm getting confused. Oh, I can skip this. Oh, thank God. I didn't realize I could skip that whole time. Alright, Reistec. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, do you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha. Don't worry, Reistec. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Reistec. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort in. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes, I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean like that's a bad thing, though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, did you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hold on. Hole in the wall. Is this new? But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? It's very freeform. I'll skip this. Did I miss anything? There was like a thing that showed up in the corner. I don't know if I missed something. Hold on, my nose is fully stuffed up. I need to blow it real quick. Maybe 1 second. Okay, sorry, I could like hear how like stuffy I was getting like in the microphone, so I had to blow my nose. All right, let's continue. Yuri. All right. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Burpee. She traces her finger along the words in a poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. Oh, this is all been here. Wait, what? Okay, so this is all the same, pretty much. I'm glad it lets us skip. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Reistec. Me too. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Reistec did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. This is all like old stuff, is it not? Which I haven't yet. And Reistec liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Reistec appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? You that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Reistec started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking your own insecurities on others like that, you really act as long as you look. Me? Who's talking to you? Want to be edge bitch? Whoa! My God! Edgy. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want me to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself with that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already... Oh my god! Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? This is getting nuts! Yeah, go on. Let Reistec hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing here. Reistec, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged to? It's not whoever I agree with, so... I can't choose Natsuki. Oh. Hi. Hi, Monica. What's up? How's it going? Did you need something? Can I help you? Hey, Reistec. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Haha, some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to do a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh shit. Damn. What did Yuri say? Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth at her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Reistec, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Oh my god. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me as she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I just didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Reistec. It'd just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but oh! Gamers? I have to pee, and we're coming up on the end of the stream here. It's actually already 10 o'clock. We're at the end of the stream. I think we will have to pick this up another day, aka next week, Thursday, and continue this another time. But things are getting hairy. Oh boy, I am excited. Things are happening. Y'all, I'm so excited. This is getting really great. You're just getting scared. I am not scared, didgeridoo. Excuse me. It is 10 p.m. and I usually end my stream around this time. If it wasn't so late, I really would continue this game. I'm having a lot of fun. I was hesitant to play this game. I was like worried it was going to be too scary, but this is really, really, really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. So, the those that are new, I know there's a couple people new in chat. We will be continuing this next week, Thursday, around the same time of 7 Eastern. And other than that, we have more Devil May Cry 1 on Monday. Good night, Dada. Good night, Didgeridoo. Thank you for stopping by. But we have that on Monday. We have Devil May Cry Monday, and then we'll probably have more Doki Doki on Thursday next week. Other than that, there might be a stream Tuesday. I have yet to figure out what it's going to be. So far, I have not been able to stream on Tuesdays, so we'll see. But I will keep you updated. If you're not in the Discord already, I have a Discord that gives you notifications when I go live in tandem with Twitch, as well as any updates on stream stuff if I'm not going to stream or anything. It's a good place to be to get updates on things. Other than that, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. I hope to see people Monday for Devil May Cry and or Doki Doki again on Thursday. I hope everyone has a good rest of their night and a good weekend. And I will hopefully see you Monday. Bye!